It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brandon Ayuk. He's coming off a nice performance.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 3rd-year pro and 3rd overall pick from North Dakota State. He's battled injuries early in his career, trying to stay healthy now, and that's Trey Lance.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's coming a perfect time of the year for them, isn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The throw over the middle taken in. And the Rams at 3 and 6 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Hurts. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lucas Van Ness in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Boswell's kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
That's out quickly to Bateman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now Lance on the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On first down, Lance. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And Lance now to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Back to Taylor on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Patterson will score. Touchdown, L.A. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Hurts going to keep it again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Lance. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing now is Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. He gets this one to Boyd.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Davis, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And this is called from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ekeler now between the tackles. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time, have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here into the hands of Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake. Lance airing one out for Boyd. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But first down, Hurts to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle with Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. The Lance going to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Lance. He's able to find Melton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, it's Lance. He'll find Bateman once more. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Lance looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now Lance. And the pressure gets to him again. Dayo Odeyingbo. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Hurts throw complete here to Ayuk. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've reached halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And the Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action, now it's Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Yaya Diaby with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his open man. It's Mallory.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 3rd down and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Will Mallory.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
They'll start with the option.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Running on 1st down, and it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Lance. That's going deep for Bateman.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lance now on 1st down. This pass complete to Melton.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. Rashad Bateman, 32 yards. And the Rams have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. He's able to find Melton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw, it's Lance. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. 2nd and 10. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, here's Eckler. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Shoves him aside. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
138 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing on first down is Lance.
He gets this one to Boyd. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
The Lance going to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He stiff-arms him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 10. 1:53 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Eckler.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. They'll come up now on second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his open man. It's Mallory. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Throwing is Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to